Basic Math, Chapter 14, Section 6. Elapsed time is an amount of time that has passed from one given time to another. To solve problems involving elapsed time, you subtract. Sometimes you need to rename 1 hour to 60 minutes in order to subtract. For example, Jamal's math class starts at 9:40 a.m. and ends at 11:10 a.m. How long is he in his math class? How long is that math class? Step 1, set up a subtraction problem with hours and minutes. Write the later time first. So if it ends at 11:10, that's the later time, so put that first. And then subtract the earlier time, 9:40. Step 2, rename for more minutes and subtract. So a can't take 0, 0, 0. It tried to take 4 from 1, but we couldn't do that, so we needed to regroup. But we're not working with the same scale as regular base 10, so we wouldn't just regroup from this one and make this 11 because there is not the tens. Instead, what we're working with is when we regroup 1 hour and put it in the minutes, what we're really doing is giving 60 minutes to the 10 minutes that are already there. So this doesn't become 11 when we regroup like regular math. When we take one of these hours and regroup it to minutes, what we're really doing is giving the 60 minutes. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So that's why we get 70 here, and this is less by 1. Then you can take the 40 minutes from 70 minutes to get 30 minutes. And when you take 9 from 10, you get the 1.5 hours. So that's why Jamal is in math class for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Sometimes a later time is after 12 noon or after 12 midnight. You'll need to add 12 to the later time so that you can subtract. The senior prom begins at 8 p.m. and ends at 1:30 a.m. How long is the prom? So if it ends at 1:30, we're going to put the later time and we're going to subtract the earlier time, 8 p.m. So we set up the subtraction problem, writing that later time first. Step 2, add 12 to the 1 of 1 a.m. Then subtract. When we're working with AMs and PMs, remember it's 12 hours in AMs and 12 hours in PMs. So when we want to show the difference in time between 1:30 a.m. and 8 p.m., we can show 12 plus 1 to be 13, take the 8 away, and we need to take the half away. We need to regroup, and so we're going to be left, or not, we don't need to regroup, we just need to subtract. We're taking no minutes from 30 minutes to get 30 minutes. We're taking 8 hours from 13 hours to get 5 hours. So the prom is 5 hours and 30 minutes long. All right, let's find a couple amount of time elapsed. All right, number 1, 2:40 a.m. to 5:50 a.m. So we'll put 5:50 first, and then we will subtract the 2:40. And so we're going to get 3 hours and 10 minutes. Number 2. So 7:20 a.m. to 8:35 a.m. So the later time, 8:35, subtract the earlier time, 7:20. It's going to be 1 hour and 15 minutes. All right, let's take a look at a trickier one. So we've got the later time from 9:18 p.m. to 3:45 a.m. So we're going to start by putting the later time first, 3:45 a.m., and we're going to subtract 9:18. Wrong button. Wrong number. 9:18. But we went into the AM for 3:45, so let's add 12 to that, and so we're going to get 15:45. Now we can take the 9:18. Okay, so trying to take the 8 from 5 first is hard because we can't take 8 things from 5 things. So we need to regroup. And so we can give the 45 minutes an additional, actually we could take the minutes here. So we can have 45 minutes is the same as saying 30 minutes and 15 minutes. So that time regrouping works from just minutes to minutes. So now we can regroup and show we have a 15 here, and that would be the 7. And then we can take 1 from the 3, and that would give us 27 minutes. And now we can we take 9 from 5? No. But we can take 9 from the 15, which would be 6 hours. So that looked a little bit confusing. So we can try to straighten that out. Let's slide it over. I need a little more space. All right, so let's do it again to show what we did. So we had 15 hours and the 45 minutes. The 45 minutes is the same as saying we've got 30 minutes plus 15 minutes, because that would be 45 minutes. A half an hour plus a quarter hour is 45 minutes. And if we wanted to take 18 minutes from it, right, if we just use the colon as our difference between hours and minutes, we're subtracting our 9. If we took our 18 minutes, we could either do taking the 8 from the 15 first, which would leave us with our 7 minutes. And then if we take the 1 from the 3, that leaves us with the 27. If we work backwards, if we added 27 plus 18, we should get 45, right? So it's 15, 45. So that's how the minutes can work. So hopefully that helps. Sometimes time can be tricky because we're working in the difference with 60 minutes for 1 hour. So there's some more practice for you in your workbook for Chapter 14, Section 6. And of course, let me know if you have questions and we can take a look at some more examples to help it click if it's confusing still. All right, thank you very much.